Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Trade with Arshil, and today we're gonna talk about something really interesting that I've gotten a lot of requests for, and I've been asked to do this a lot. I've just been away for the past few weeks due to some personal reasons, but finally I'm here again, and we're gonna get through a lot of videos in the coming weeks. So before we begin, I just want to give a disclaimer that Forex trading contains risk of real money and that trade at your own risk. So please read the disclaimer and proceed throughout. So guys, today we're going to talk about my 12 confirmations, and I believe these are the only 12 confirmations you'll ever need to trade the smart money concepts. And as you can see in my screen, these confirmations are completely built upon by me, but the first 5, which are not exactly a confirmation but a question to ask, is actually I learned from someone called Jenna. She was in IML or IM, whatever you want to call it, IM Academy. And what happened was I was never in IM Academy exactly, but I knew her through Instagram, and I got to know about this through her back like 2 years ago or so on. So it was really interesting, which is why I actually kept it in my book. It was a really interesting thing that I found, and I'm really thankful to her for that, and I'll always be, because when you learn something from someone, you always have to give them the credit, and you have to give credit where it's due. And the rest 7 that is actually created by me, and I put it down together to form the best 12 confirmations you'll ever find, and the only thing that you'll need to have a successful trade. In fact, I actually made a trading level, which means that I can look at the trading, I can look at these confirmations and understand how good the trade is. So this is pretty much what I'm going to talk about today. So let's begin and explain you guys what it is and how it works and why it's going to help you. So as we start, you can see here that I've written the 5 confirmations. You can see on my screen my trading plan. So on here I've written my 5 confirmations to ask before taking a trade. Now these 5 confirmations exist of 5 W's, exactly what I was talking about, taught by someone that I learned, right? Now, 5 W's are really important. Why? Because it's a nice question to ask yourself, alright? It's a really nice question to ask yourself. Now, the first one begins with, where is the money? Now, let's get into a chart and actually find it for you guys, actually show you guys live so that you can understand exactly what I'm talking about. So I can, let's look at it here. Alright, so I have a brilliant example that's a trade that was given by me on my trading group. On my trading group, it was given back a few months ago, 2 months ago basically, and it was an amazing trade. Alright guys, it was an amazing trade. It was a 1:10. We actually got it, I guess, on the lower time frame, so it was even more. I think it was almost a 1:100, I guess, or 1:50 plus minimum, and it was 350 pips. It was a humongous trade, alright? It was amazing. As you can see, I'm on the daily chart already, and it's really interesting. I'm gonna let me show you guys how and why I actually am showing this. Now let me just delete this before I go on, and let me actually delete all of it before we start. Alright, so to begin with, as you see, we have the 12 confirmations again, right? I always have it in my chart, and how do? I go to this anchor text and I just add it up here. Alright, let me just copy these for a second. Alright, and I just add it up on my anchor text, paste it. You choose the background, the border, and the color and the size, and I just place it down here and use it to lock, and use this to lock on the screen. or maybe this is the same thing. All right, so when I lock it on the screen, it never moves. Even if I move the chart, it's always going to stay there. So that's exactly what I do on every chart that I have. There is this, so that I can never miss a proper trading setup, and I never mess a proper trading setup. So yeah, so as you can see, the first thing we can do is start with where is the money. Now, where is the money? If you know, money is where the liquidity is, right? If you know the smart money concept, if you have my ebook, if you have the PDF that I give out for you to learn, right? If you have the trading videos that I give out to learn, if you have seen them, if you know what smart money concepts are, if you know what smart money concepts are of anything, basically, even if you're not the best, if you know it, this thing is gonna take you to another level. So where is the money? The money is where the liquidity is. All right, so let's write it down. It's gonna be fun. Money equals liquidity, right? I teach this a lot, and if you guys have been following me for a long time, if you have my ebook, if you have my videos, you should know it, that money equals liquidity, right? So where is the liquidity down here? We know it, that liquidity consists in equal highs, equal lows, and so on, right? So as we can see, there's equal highs over here, right? So this is the money, right? That is the money. What is their agenda? Their agenda meaning what are they trying to do? Like where are they going basically? What's their agenda? Is it bullish? Is it bearish? There can be only two, right? Or consolidation, three, right? So you can either look at bullish, bearish, or the market sucks. Basically, it's in consolidation. Over here, we can see that it's bullish. We can also see the weekly chart where we just captured liquidity over here, around here, and are trying to go bullish because we just made a lower low, right? So same thing over here, we see it bullish. So we have two confirmations so far. I will just use my so we have two confirmations so far, this and this, right? Now, what is my trading range? Trading range is an important question to ask, guys. Why? Because you must know your proper trading range to understand where the market is actually heading to, right? Where the market is heading to. So now our trading range, overall trading range could be this, right? But in this scenario, it's not this. Why? Because this has already been balanced out by this candlesticks, right? So our trading range would be this one. Guys, you have to understand price action to understand that this has been balanced out, all right? This has been balanced out. This candlestick has been balanced out, all right? So our trading range consists from here, starts from here. As you can see, let me just write it, my range, all right? Internal range. And this is our external range, right? External range. Now, why am I putting this as my external range? Because this still has a little liquidity in it. So if the market comes back down and goes from here, it's still valid, right? There could be positions in the 50% as well. So it's still valid. That is why we are taking it as an internal range and this as an external range, all right? Now, what is their agenda? Guys, this video might be a little longer, up to 20 minutes, so please scope up with it because it's gonna be really, really helpful and important, so please watch through it. Now, we know our trading range as well now. Our trading range is this, right? From here to here. Now, what is price doing now? Now, as we know, we can literally see that price is bullish. It's coming back down towards this area because this is our range, right? As we know, we look for areas of 70 to 88, right? So as we can see, it's coming back to our area and we have two beautiful areas to look at, right? These two, or later. So we know the price is coming back. So this is all the questions you need to ask yourself, all right? What is price doing now? It's coming back to our areas to form a higher low. All right, that's it. Now, where are they in drawdown? Exactly, where are they in drawdown? They're in drawdown over here and over here, right? But but keep in mind, this has been a lot of what you call it balanced out as well, like pretty much. It's not exactly, but pretty much. All right, we still have an imbalance over here, so I was still looking at this as well, but this was a valid area as well. As you can see, this is a valid area as well, and more importantly, why? Because we had liquidity down here. I'm going to talk about it. So now we have everything here. Basically, we have all the five questions we need to ask ourselves. Now we need to go through with the 7 confirmations that we ask ourselves. So that begins with higher time frame bias, right? We just looked at the weekly, and we can tell that it just formed a lower low, and it's trying to form a higher high because it reacted and it's already broke the structure here. If you can see, this is a higher high, this is a high, this is a higher high, right? Higher high, and this is a higher low, this is a higher low. It's trying to form. So we know the higher time frame bias is correct as well. Now break of structure, I just showed it that break of structure is valid over here as well, right? This is a higher high, right? This is a higher high, and we're trying to form a higher low. So the break of structure goes as well, right? Now what next is institutional candlestick. We have our candlestick over here, which is an order block or institutional candlestick, whatever you want to call it. This is an order block, and this is also an order block. So we have both, but we're looking at both, and we're gonna try and play the one that works out. All right, now you can do it through lower time frame, and you can play limits. I personally played limits on this chart because it was a really good risk reward, and it worked out for me. All right, now fibs, we already marked up the fibs, as you guys can see, and it has to be within the 70 to 88. All right, it has to be within the 70 to 88, this orange zone, and it completely was. So we have so far all the 9 stuff that we look for. Now imbalance, we even had an imbalance within this, which is around here. All right, you can see so an imbalance over here, which is around here. So we have that as well. Now captured liquidity, we have 2 kinds of captured liquidity here, and both are valid. One, this, okay, and over here, right, this what you call it, this move, this downward move push actually captured this liquidity that was creating here. All right, and which is why we're looking at this as captured liquidity. So we have both. And the last but not least, the target liquidity. These are confirmations, guys. So where is the money? The target liquidity, right? Which is over here. Now we have literally everything over here. Now we have literally everything, like literally all the 12 confirmations. And as you can see on my trading plan, it says if you have all the 12 confirmations, means all confirmations, means it's an excellent trade, means you must not miss it. And which is why I put it as a limit over here, and I put it at the open of this candlestick, actually at the open of this candlestick, just below the institutional candlestick, just below the imbalance, my bad, and put the reward at here, which is 1:10 plus. All right, 1:10 plus. So if you risk $100, you'd be getting $1,000. If you risk 10, you get $100 reward. If you risk 100, you get $1,000 reward. Right? 1:10. If you risk 1,000, you get $10,000 reward. And that's how it works, right? Risk reward, guys. Risk reward. So I remember risking around $25, I guess, and I got a reward of $250, I guess. And so yeah, guys, this is how you do it. This is the 12 confirmations that you only need ever again. All right, now let's look how the trade worked out. Just look at this. It was beautiful, man. It was just beautiful. And why, guys, I say this all the time. Let's say this trade does not work out. All right, it still has a move of around 150%. Now I know this is daily, But if you trade this on 15 minutes, or I trade the same way daily, like every single day, right? And I trade it on 15 minutes, 1 hour. Well, let's go through another example for you guys on the lower time frames. But the point is, you are always gonna get good reactions. You are always gonna get good reactions when you have so many confirmations, alright? When you have so many confirmations, you're always gonna have good reactions. Now, the last thing that I talk about is over here, I never take a trade unless it's a good trade level, which means it must be having at least 9 confirmations, and within that 9, breaker structure is a must, and breaker structure is a must for me, like it's must, and fibs is also a must for me. So for me, these two are a must, and I don't trade without IC candles, institutional candlestick as well. So these 3 has to be the must for me, like these 3. Unless it matches up, I don't take a trade. Unless it matches up, I don't take a trade. So that's how I trade. A trade has to have at least 9 confirmations as per my confirmation checklist. Now let's show you guys another example on the lower time frames, and this is gonna be the faster one because don't have much time. Sorry, 15. Oh wait. Alright, brilliant. Now let's look at this as an example, guys. Same thing, alright? Literally the same thing. Now, if you look at this, you can already say it's bearish, right? Oh my god, I'm sorry. So yeah, let's look at this, right? Okay, so where is the money? The money is down here, right? Over here in the equal lows, and over here in the equal lows, as you can see in the 1 hour. Sorry, in the 15 minute, I guess. Sheesh. Okay, I messed up. I barely messed up. Okay, yeah, we have it again. Okay, so as you can see in the 1 hour, here's equal lows, right? So this was my initial target, and this was the higher time frame target. This was the higher time frame target of a potential equal lows. It was not exactly an equal low, but a potential equal low. So I was looking at it, and I was holding a little position for it. Now, as you can see, this is a proper equal low, right? And this, we have captured liquidity over here. So let's look at it in the confirmation checklist. Where is the money? The money is down here, right? What is their agenda? The agenda is bearish, lower low, right? We have a lower low, right? What is my trading range? Trading range is this, from here to here, okay? This was our trading range. Yeah, I was trading the 45 minutes, so I like it more, right? Now, this was our trading range. Oh, wait. Sorry, my bad, damn it. Okay, so this was my trading range. Now, what is price doing now? Price is coming back to our institutional candlestick, which is the zone we are looking at, right? Sorry, my bad. Open, yeah. And where are they in drawdown? They are in drawdown over here in this candlestick, okay? And higher time frame bias, it's bearish as well. So we so far have all these confirmations, okay? All these confirmations are working out. Breakout structure, yep. We have a lower low, proper lower low. We're looking for a lower high. The only thing we missed out on this scenario is the fibs. If you look at it, it was not exactly 70. Like, it just touched probably, but it was just not exactly. Probably on some different charts, on some different broker, it might be different, but this was pretty close, and that was the only thing that was different here. So we don't have this, and we have an imbalance, which was over here, right? The imbalance, as you can see, the trade was really nice, which is why I really took it, right? You have to go with your instincts, and you have to understand which is nice and which is not. And as per this, so far it looks amazing, right? Imbalance, and was a really fast trade as well. Imbalance, we have Captured liquidity, you can see it was beautiful, right? Captured liquidity was just beautiful over here, and triple highs, triple top, we took it out, and down here we have a target liquidity as well. So we have all 11 confirmations, only missing out on fibs, which is also very close, and I just did not, which actually made sense because this candlestick was very big, and I was actually expecting the market to come higher, but I also did not want to miss it, so I took it at the limit, so at the open. So this was a really nice trade if you look at it. My stop was around, I guess, this one. As far as I remember, it was around this one, and we had, because guys, why did I put my stop loss above here? Because all these are balanced out already, right? All these are balanced out. If you go to lower time frames, which I cannot show as this is from June, it's all balanced out. So this was my stop loss as far as I remember, and we have a proper 1:4 over here, and 1:1 around this one, 1:7, sorry, 1:8. So let's see how it works out. Guys, the important thing is to understand the reaction. These type of trades which has good confirmations always get good reactions. If you can see, these type of trades always got good reactions, alright? Always. Now we are already up pretty good. If you follow me through, we hit around 1:8, 1:9, or wherever you close it. I remember closing it around here, around this imbalance, or I don't remember exactly, but I probably kept a little for here. But yeah, so I gave this trade as well in my trading group. I literally give every trade that I take. So guys, this is pretty much it for today. These are the 12 confirmations that I look at. These are the 12 confirmations that have helped me throughout my journey and are helping me throughout my journey. I hope you all enjoyed it, and please subscribe, like this video if it helped you, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you need any kind of help, or my ebook or my videos or anything that you need, just hit me up on my Telegram, which is at the @arshilhaq, and this is my Telegram. So just hit me up, guys, and I'd really be grateful to help you all. Thank you so much, and see you guys in the next video.